Hello, everybody, and hope all of you are doing very well. Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I am doing this video for my series, which is going to be Thrill Thursday, and I figured I'll do a reading for, the doctor who was the primary suspect for the Black Dahlia case, right? That guy. Uh, of course, I have to start off with dog hair and sneezes. That's my jam. What can I say? I'm sorry about that. Whew, okay, I just got back from a short walk with my sweet boy over here. I took him out and about with me today. I had errands to run, so I had things to do, and I said, "Okay, come on, boy, let's go." And of course, he was really, really happy. But it also kind of tired him out. And per usual, I tried to take him out in the afternoon for at least his second walk by this time. So we just got back because the weather is a little bit nicer now, a little bit warmer. And yeah, he was just dragging his paws. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to go. Can you carry me?" I'm like, "No, you're going to walk, buddy." Anyhow, so that's my backstory for the day. So like I said, I'm going to do a video for the Black Dahlia, but it's not today. I think I'll probably do it on one of the silver screen days, or maybe even next Thursday. I don't know, we'll see. But I decided, rather than focus on her, to see what we can get with regards to the doctor. What's his face's name? George Hodel, right? That's the doctor everybody suspected. So I was like, and I think George Hodel's son, Steve Hodel, has also written a book about him. So let's take a look at this George Hill Hodel guy. Yeah, I saw a picture of him, like, on what you call, Wikipedia. He looks like a creepo. I mean, he's like, but that's just my opinion. Having said that, let me throw out the disclaimer. These are my observations, my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own opinions. Yeah, I decided to keep my hat on. It was a really nice little hat, and it had a beautiful silver fleur-de-lis over here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what happened to it. I think sometime I must have thrown this in the washer and the dryer, and when they go into the dryer, the glue, that whole piece came off, and I threw it off. But the hat is totally fine, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep it. I don't care. Wear it around when I go for a walk or whatever. I don't care. The other day, Mark was telling me, he said, I almost fell off my feet. When we were walking, Bunny, this was a little while ago, he says, "It looks like a bird took a splat on your hat." And I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Look at that print." I'm like, I don't care. I know no bird took a splat on my hat. It's just that fleur-de-lis thing has fallen off, but I'll wear it. The gum thingy, that hasn't peeled off. I'm not going to mess with it. I'll keep it, when I'm hanging around in the backyard or just taking you for a short walk or whatever. Today the weather was beautiful. I'll throw on this hat. It doesn't have to be all my nice hats all the time. So, anywho, yeah. So, enough of blabbering. So, I got his whole name, George Hill Hodel Jr., Jr., and his date of birth was October 10th, 1907, and he died on May 16th, 1999. So he lived to be 92 years old. Oh my goodness. Whew, all right. So he is a Libra, right? And for me, based on my calculations, fifth house and first house were the houses that were really prominent. Fifth house talks about love affairs, speculations, kids, speculating about kids, speculating about love affairs. And the first house is all about you, and you, right? So him being a Libra, his fifth house is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Aquarius, right? Which is another air sign. I'm just writing that. And his first house is Libra, right? So let's do a quick read and see what we get about this guy. Yeah, I don't have a very nice feeling getting into this reading. I mean, forget about a nice feeling. I don't... what's the word? Oh, where's my match? No, don't fall. I don't want you to fall. I still have the candle I lit when I did Marilyn Monroe's. Look how neatly her candle burned, y'all. This is her candle. Look how neatly it is burned, evenly. No smoke on the side, no darkening, nothing. See? even the tin thingy has not in any way, shape, or form kind of gotten messed up. Yeah, this is the candle I lit for Marilyn Monroe. So I still have it here. So anywho, maybe I should get rid of it. I don't know to keep hanging on to it. Anywho, let me light this candle. I need to learn how to make candles because I go through candles a lot, like really a lot. All right. Boo boo. No, why does that thing keep burning off? I don't know what the deal is with that. Hang on, everybody, because God knows I got to mess around with. Yeah, well, I suppose. Oh, shoot. Hang on, everybody, because God knows I like doing all this on camera, right? Because I'm like that. Oh my goodness. This candle sure smells good though. Okay, clearly we're having candle issues. Come on, buddy. Okay, do you not want to light here? Come on, man. Light up. No? That is so weird. Okay, you can light up there. There is a wick. Why do you not want to light up? I'm not going to sit and waste my time with that. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let's get on with it. It's not working. All right. So, George Hill Hodel. I had a weird feeling when I was trying to light this thing too. And what are the odds? Look at this. It says black tie. Smells really good though, but it'll be very interesting when I do the Black Dahlia's reading. Oh my God, can you imagine the stuff that's going to pop out on that? I might end up doing a reading, a live for her on this Friday. Who knows? We'll figure it out. So this is for Thriller Thursday. Sagittarius, the Earth card, Pisces, right? Water, Mars. Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So if he's a Libra, Sagittarius is his third house. Third house talks about immediate environment and short trips. Then we have Pisces. Pisces would be his 6th house. So third house is equal to Sag. 6th house is Pisces. Then he has Mars. Mars is going to be 4th house. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4th and 9th. So initially I had said that when I did these numbers, it was 1 and 5. 1 talks about you, yourself, your identity, and that sort of a thing. And 5th one, 5 stands for the love affair, speculations, kids, speculation about kids, whose kids are there, your kids, my kids, some kind of a weird stuff going on there. Then we have 3. 3 talks about immediate environment and short trips. 6 talks about work, health, discipline, and habits. 4 talks about emotions, home, mother, family, roots, affairs at the end of life. And 9 talks about distant travel, higher education, and intellect. So it's very interesting. I won't delve into all of those details because it can get very, very complicated. Um, I don't know why people are. Okay. So we'll just go with this at the moment. Third house is Sagittarius, immediate environment. I'm going to say, as far as his immediate environment is concerned, somebody needs to really, if they haven't already, I mean, how many years after the Black Dahlia's case are we? Wasn't it 1940 something that she was murdered? Mid 40s. So, how many years ago? 60 years ago? Or 70 years ago? No, wait, 60? 80 years ago almost, right? Yeah, I'm sure they've investigated the heck out of it. But there's something about his immediate environment. I do believe that if they check on his immediate environment, such as his home or his place of work or the area that he traveled between work and home and his hunting grounds or playing grounds, there would be a lot of information that they would be able to gather and evidence as such. There is a lot of evidence that has been buried in the earth. This guy, I'm going to tell you, very, very carnal aspirations. Pisces, we talk about, see, he's got Sagittarius and Pisces. Now, Jupiter rules both Sagittarius and Pisces, and Neptune also rules Pisces. So, Neptune is water, confusion, illusion, and dreams. And then he also has the water card over here, which is very interesting, earth, fire, and water, right? I don't see air here as yet. And he does have Mars as his other energy over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. This guy had some weird habits, y'all. He had some very, very weird habits. I would not be surprised if George Hodel really was responsible for the Black Dahlia's death or in some way. Let's not even go there. I'm going to say I wouldn't be surprised if their paths have crossed quite intimately so. Quite intimately so. I am going to say that this man has very, very weird uh, um, sexual preferences. Very weird. I'm also going to say over here, I'm going to go so far as to say that without a doubt, I feel that he has lured a lot of people, a lot of young people, females and male, might I add, lured them via his profession to be able to have dalliances or experiences on a very carnal sexual level. Do you get what I'm saying? This guy was definitely, absolutely, without a doubt in my mind, he was most certainly somebody who has misused his profession, misused his social skills and acquaintances and such to be able to do some nefarious activities, if you get what I mean. Let me just shut the door. Mark just came in. Baby, your daddy's come. Do you want to go outside? No? Okay. Go. Go. Hi, honey. I'll be out in a second. Not really a second. I lied. Maybe half hour. Sorry. I had to correct myself because I'm not going to be done in a second. All right, so definitely this guy has got some weird intentions. Now, I'll tell you one thing. See, when this card pops up, this does talk about having very, very good skill sets in terms of wielding a weapon. And if he were a doctor, his weapon of choice would have been a knife. Absolutely, without a doubt. This guy was a bit odd, man. I mean, anybody who has crossed paths with this guy would know right off the bat that there's something off with this guy. Absolutely. And he did tend to gravitate towards and prefer a certain look in terms of the people he was attracted to, be they female or male. Primarily female, but also some male. There was a certain look that he preferred. I would not be surprised if this guy actually has let me see if the sun card pops up. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy has actually abused sexually his own offspring. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of confusion with regards to, see, because first house, right? An immediate environment. There's a lot of confusion with regards to the parency, or the are you really my father, are you really my mother, are you really my grandfather, are you really my grandmother, like the oh, how shall I say it? I Let me just say that, see, but this is so weird. It's almost like saying my mother is really my sister. My mother is really my sister. I'm not just my mother's daughter, but I'm her sister as well. And my father is also my grandfather. Does that make any sense? I couldn't, How did he get away though? I mean, y'all, if the sun card pops up, I'm telling you. Well, we got the strength card, which is basically the sun, right? Is a Leo card, and it's used and the sun rules Leo. So we have the moon. The moon talks about psychic powers and beware of deception. Then we have the hangman. Hangman talks about period of rest, taking a different perspective, different approach to be able to resolve or to attend. If you're trying to accomplish a task, there's a tried and tested way of doing it, and then there's another way of doing it, right? They say that it doesn't matter the path you take as long as the end result is the same. Well, this guy certainly took a different path and different approach. The strength card does talk about a Leo card. Always, he had absolutely no emotions. It was all about his head. But I'll tell you one more thing. He is very smart, very intelligent. He knew how to what's the word, lure people in. Very, very smart. I mean, he had those phenomenal skill sets. This guy was actually quite brilliant. Like, from a psychiatric perspective, he knew how to lure people in. You know what I mean? Like, brilliant. I'm going to have to say, I got to fix this. This thing is all coming apart and I'm upset. Okay, never mind that. All right, let's do this. Very interesting, y'all. I have Sagittarius, I have Mars, I have Leo. All three of the fire signs have popped up. He definitely, I would say, it's the weirdest thing. Okay, this is what I'm getting. This is like so far out there. I don't even want to like, what I get is this guy, if you were to walk into his house or whatever, whenever he entertained, he always, the thing I'm seeing is his guests wouldn't be surprised if they found like a larder unit or somewhere in the kitchen, like larder unit, we call them the pantry, right? So a larder unit where he would have meat that would be hung to dry and to age, and a little bit of herbs and flowers to dry naturally. But most often people would find like meat that would be like a lot of meat hanging around there, and when you asked him, he would say, I like to dry and I like to age my own cold cuts or whatever. The weird stuff, weird. That is like, oh baby. All right, girlfriend. Okay, that's what I'm being shown. He also, I'm going to say, had a affinity and a liking to, even if he were just having this is like, again, let's make sure you'll all understand that this is adult, so whatever. Even as far as intimate relations were concerned behind closed doors, whoever his respective spouses were or whoever, he did like a lot of that, tying up business and all that, if you know what I mean. I can't go into the details because YouTube will have a fit, so if you know what I mean, right? So this one, Strength card, Leo again. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is something to do with his kids too. I don't think all of his kids, I think there was some incestuous relationship over there, and there has been a life that has been brought into this world because of incestuous relationships. If you know what I mean. Oh my God. Dang. Wait. Well, I'll just set it there. Yeah, there's a lot of grief and depression. I guarantee that is because of his and Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this confirms the fact that two strength cards have popped up. Does tell me that there's some questionable parenting details, information as far as either one of his kids or his grandchildren, for sure, or his niece or nephew or whatever. Guaranteed, I assure you. That has caused a lot of grief and depression and anxiety to that particular child or such. I also am seeing here for sure he has sexually molested one child of his on a regular basis. Then we have, I better go put that disclaimer, right, as far as YouTube is concerned, others they might slam this video. Then we have Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles does talk about, mastering your craft and enjoying your craft, enjoying what you do. Even it were like weird, such weird, crazy stuff, that's not normal, and not something that society would condone per se. He would always master that. Like he was constantly trying to finesse it, or trying to find a better way of doing it, trying to find a better way of luring people in. And I tried this with this, that didn't go down very well, so this time I'm going to try this. He was a habitual offender. No, don't you dare die on me, computer. Okay, this card. Two of Cups. Two of Cups talks about always luring on the pretext of romance, on the pretext of very irresistible. He would present himself as a very charming, very irresistible, wealthy person, and that's how he would lure these people in. That's how he lured these people in. Oh, look at this, I'm so charming, I'm so, romantic, come on, I'll invite you home for a personal, doctor, hi, doctor, he was a doctor, George Hodel, hi, Dr. Hodel, yeah, okay, fine, you've been my patient for so long, I'm having a get-together for some of my premier patients, right? So, I'd like to invite you too, would you care to join? And that's how, yeah, he has definitely done that. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. I don't know, y'all. I want to say something about either issues with his nose, or he either had fractured his nose at some time or had some sort of a weird situation with his nose. Either what I'm seeing is a broken nose, something to do with the nose, or he had a very keen sense of smell, or there was a particular scent that he couldn't smell. He never smelled. Oh my goodness. This is too graphic. Ooh, this is too graphic. You know how a lot of us folks, there are some odors and scents and perfumes that we like, and some of them kind of bother us, and we can't, it's like, oh my God, what is that? Take that away from me. Or we start sneezing, or or wheezing, or whatever the case may be. When they talk about what does blood smells like, iron oxide type of a thing, that irony taste, or even if you bite your tongue or bite your lip, they say it tastes like iron, and they'll be like, how do you know it's iron? You know what I mean? This guy, I'm going to say he either couldn't smell blood for whatever reason. He never was able to smell it, so he would never get queasy. Oh my God, whatever, dude. Like, whatever. This is coming out from nowhere. Look, I seriously wanted to do like, oh, we'll do Dr. Hodel. Okay, fine. You know, I won't get into the Dahlia case because that would be quite intense and I don't want to do it today because I'm really not wanting to do a deep dive. But looks like this one over here is taking up a lot of my energy. So I don't know what's going on. I just want to steady my hand, okay? I can't see, right? Let me see. Hang on, you guys. I'm gonna have to do that again. There you go. Okay. I'm just steadying my hand here because sometimes my hand kind of starts wavering and then I don't consider it. So thank you. Well, I'm going to say something. I don't think she's the only person that he has killed. I don't think so. I don't think she's the only person that he has killed. Should I get up and close up? What is the time now? Is that the same time? Yeah, 5:13. I'm going to just sit back a little bit, okay, so that the sun doesn't get me. Hang on, let me close that curtain though. Okay. There, that's much better. So, I don't think she's the only person that he has offed. I think there are more people. And I don't know what this means, but I keep getting peony. Peony? I hope I'm saying it right. The flower peony, that's what I'm getting anyway. Maybe I'm not saying it right at all. But all right, let's get on with this because then I'll be gandering off into 20 different directions and Oh, I better keep my eye on the clock because I have. Oh, good job, girl. Just throw the cards around. That'll work just fine. I have a personal reading at 6. Usually I try not to schedule anything after 5, but that's okay. Ace of Pentacles. An offer was made. An offer was made. She was definitely made an offer. She was definitely kind of lured in. Okay, and this is 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups does talk about wishes coming true, abundance, etc. So I do believe she was made a false promise. She was made an offer that he had no intentions of keeping, either to say, hey, maybe, I can help you, I can set you up, I can take care of you, and, why don't you come, and, this sort of stuff, because I don't think she was financially that stable, etc., right? So so he definitely did make an offer for her. Look, hey, I'm going to be able to help you financially. You'll be able to take care of things, maybe earn some money, etc. And she was, oh, that's my wishes coming true. Maybe he's going to offer me a job in his office or whatever in his business. And look, he completely gaslighted her. Completely. She was excited. She goes, finally, my wishes are coming true. With this card, I'll be able to have the money to be able to take care of myself and not be stressed about it. And, having money and having money and having enough money to survive and not be stressed are two different things, correct? So, this card. The Star card. Star card does say that she did have some hope and inspiration to be she did have hope and inspiration to want to be able to better herself financially, at least be comfortable, and he did offer that help. He said, I will help you. And then he was almost like, I have connections, I have contacts, I'll be able to help you get along with you, get ahead with your career. So he made some false promises to her too. Yeah, this case there's a lot to this case. I guarantee when I do the Black Dahlia case, this fellow is going to pop up. I guarantee. He must have said, oh, I know so and so who works for this Hollywood company or this movie company or whatever. So she was like all like googly eyed because I do believe she wanted to get into the movie industry, didn't she? Or something quite like that. Yes, he did do a lot of see that the devil, the Capricorn, deviant sexual energy, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth house. He did a lot of this stuff. Fourth house talks about emotions, the home, the family, roots, affairs at the end of life, the mother, deviant sexual energies, and the home. So he did all of this at his house, in his home. I don't know who owns the house. I don't know if the house is sold to third party or is it still in the family. I don't know none of that. But a lot of his dalliances, deviant sexual thingamajiggies happened in that house. I guarantee, if nothing else, blood was let in that house. I guarantee. Absolutely. I guarantee her blood was let in that house. See, but another thing, about the house, you see this? I feel like there's an archway and there's a lot of greenery and flowers and stuff like that around the house. This archway, I was hearing that this is how the house looked. So maybe there was a lot of greenery around and then the door and then you go in. So, I don't know. Lot of deception. He would be able to psychologically lure these people, like play mind games. He was very good at it. And with this card, the Aquarius card also shows me there was always a lot of alcohol laced with substance that was always freely flowing and provided for his guests. I'm also saying that with the water card popping up and the moon card, which is also water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, with this card, I'm going to say it's the weirdest thing, y'all. It's the weirdest thing, but something to do with the bath area, either the bathtub or taking a shower or a bath. Something to do with that is being very, very prominently told. I think that was his thing. He would always encourage them to go take a bath or have a shower or go soak in the tub or something like that. Because I feel like they were all kind of lured over there. A lot of stuff. Yeah, see, it's like, you see this thing going around, like almost like a whirlpool. Yeah, I do believe so. Ooh, that's a bit. Yeah, this is like a weird thing. Why the bathroom though? I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe to seduce them. The only air card I've got so far is Aquarius, believe it or not. October 10th, right? That is definitely a Libra. And Libra is ruled by Venus, and it's air, very celebrate. And Venus is all about the sexuality and this and that, and being very interested in the physical, the beauty, the physical, the form, human form, the shape. That's that intense curiosity about the human form, that almost like an obsessive nature towards the human form. He had some weird thing. He also had some really, really weird. Um, I have to mark this as an adult video because of the things I'm saying. I don't want people to flip out. He had some weird. Oh my goodness, how shall I say it? Pain equals pleasure. If you get what I mean. But for himself to not just causing pain to others, which was pleasurable to him, but causing pain to himself, which he found extremely pleasurable. Yeah, I have to mark this video differently, y'all. uh, Now I get a air card, King of Swords, which is him. As I said that, which is him. And the King of Swords does talk about somebody who is very strategic, thinks a lot, very smart, very, very smart, thinks a lot about how to go about doing things. Oh, I would love to pick the brains of his family members to know what kind of a person he was. See, with the Eight of Swords says all these people were kept bound. They were all lured and they were bound. Now, a couple of them did have an opportunity to get away, but for some reason they were so lured with the fantasy, the sex, the this and that, and also through whatever he put in their drink, that they couldn't get out of it. But if they hadn't yet gone to the level of consuming what he was serving, they could have got out of it. But they were so lured by him, so drawn in by him, deception. And Six of Pentacles, he was like, okay, that's how he was luring these people. You come, I will help you. I have connections in Hollywood. I know so and so in the movie industry. I can get you photographs. I can get you this. I can get you that. And yeah, let's do it. That's how he was able to lure people. Oh my God, this guy is a creepo. Can you imagine his offspring? How in God's world would they have felt when they, knowing this man, somebody who had money and who was stationed in society, was really such a horrible, evil man with all that incest and all that bull crap. Oh my goodness. I don't think any of his spouse were really very happy. It was never a give and take, kind of a fairly balanced sexual relationship between him and his spouse. It was almost like they were there to serve a purpose for him. He has no regrets for whatever he did in life. Absolutely no regrets. Parasite. Did this fellow run away somewhere, or did he relocate or something when the heat got turned on? I feel like he almost... See, he has no regrets. Very clearly, he is a parasite, meaning he could never stay off of these things. 9 plus 1, 10. That was his life goals. I mean, and it wasn't him only. There were a lot of people in his circle who were also inclined this way. It was almost like he was a leader type of thing, or the principal organizer. Peaceful Among Thorns says is also escaping or finding solace and finding peace in a situation that is very, very volatile and very, very harsh. And this all also kind of makes me feel like with all this water and this thing at the back, I feel like he might have actually relocated somewhere else. He might have, I feel like he kind of might have just overnight left everything and gone. Like literally overnight, I feel like he just left because he was concerned for his safety. Yeah, he did, because look at this. You have the north, south, east, west over here. It's almost like the, I was going to say steering wheel of the boat, right? Steering wheel, what do you call them? The rudder. What do you call those things where you actually turn the boat? Oh my goodness, can't I remember? Oh my goodness, I can't. But I always want to say, looking at this thing that looks like a monk to me, right? I wonder if he actually was living somewhere, they had relocated or run away somewhere to Asia or somewhere there. I wonder, because I feel like, oh my God, this guy is something else. Y'all, now I'm getting seriously creeped out. I don't know if I want to continue this. Okay, let me just pull out one more card, and then I know they're asking me to shuffle and keep it because we don't want that energy sitting in that deck. Shuffle. Y'all, I'm kind of sort of getting creeped out with this guy, because even when he kind of vanished, I do believe he ultimately died in America. I think it said San Francisco on the whatever internet. But I do believe, even though he may have run away somewhere to evade law for a little bit, or just for things to cool down, I do believe his activity never ceased. He continued to do whatever he continued to do. He did, and he got away with it because he had money, and you move to a country where there's a lot of poverty, people will do anything. If they say, oh, send your child, you know what I mean. I don't have to go into the details. You all know what I mean, right? Let me pull out a couple more cards for this dude, and then I'm going to shut it down because I'm not getting a nice energy here. It's kind of almost icky, like I want to go take a shower. But I have to shuffle these cards and keep them away, and I'm going to have to sage them in a bit. I'm going to pull one set of cards over here. Just one card. Just one card. Let me see what pops up. And then I'm going to shut it down. I think this is going to go really, really, when I do this reading for Black Dahlia, it's going to tie up a lot of this. She was not the only one, y'all. I guarantee he has killed more people. I guarantee that. So we have the King of Wands over here in the upright. And the King of Wands does talk about somebody who has the power, the charm, who takes action. So this guy was not afraid to take action and do what he needed to protect himself when the poo hit the fan. And also he was not afraid to take action in the sense he wasn't afraid when he was doing all these nasty activities. What I'm sensing is he picked people who, if they had gone missing for a few days, wouldn't have raised eyebrows. But it leads me to question one thing that I have a doubt in my mind. Why was her body found and none of the other victims? So that is going to probably come up when I do a reading for her. So I'm going to stop here, y'all, because I'm kind of not too very satisfied with the energy around me here. So I hope you can understand that. I also want to say thank you for watching. I do appreciate you all. Please give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe, hit the bell icon, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so. I so appreciate you all. To my subscribers, thank you so much. You guys know, and girls, you know I do appreciate you. And for those of you who are just stopping by, I hope you decide to stay and become a member of the real family. Y'all, it's a weirdest thing. But I'm getting this very hurried energy to shut it down. It's weird. Sometimes when I have a need to just abruptly put an end to a reading, I do that. I mean, for whatever reasons. Those of you who know tarot and how it works, you'll get it. But here it's like almost that hurried energy to hurry kind of thing, which is so weird. So anywho, I will see you in the next video. Have a fantastic evening. Bye for now.